Welcome to the Devil's Den, Rankin, Texas. As Rankin is taking on the Balmorhea Bears in tonight, their second game ever. The new kid on the block, Kendra Davidson, joining us in here.
Good morning. We're a little groggy from last night.
Well, long trip. One of the questions is everybody asks is, do you take the deer route, the back road over there towards Bernhardt, or do I take it all the way back through Garden City and take it in that?
That's what we should have done. We went the deer route, and oh man, if anybody has any hunting property over there, they are gonna be plentiful this fall. There's so many deer and raccoons just barking in the road.
So we get on the truck road now, and I'm fixing to head south, and Pete's like, no, you're taking me through Garden City, buddy.
Yeah, that's somewhere.
28 for Balmorhea is going to get things started out here. Balmorhea ran blue and white today. Oh, that one's going to go long, and we got nobody calling the lines today. Oh, we're going to need some line callers out there.
Going to bring Sarah Ramsey to serve for the Lady Devils.
Tell me to help that out there because he's up there to do something. I think both sermons in there. I think about a couple of line carvers out there. Taylor is the scorer as Balmorhea opens up strong against Rankin. And the Lady Red Devils coming out tonight in their pink out uniforms. This is sponsored by Tiger Resources out here in the very own Upton County.
They look awesome. They are so sharp. That pink is vibrant.
It's a good-looking uniform. Jordan Wood and the Bell wearing white. It's on black and pink.
Served by Kaylin Pruitt.
Jordan Wood up underneath. As Isabella comes over with the serve. And I believe that's Chloe Johnson. Is that right? No, Dean. That's Dean. That's Peyton Dean making her over there. Trying to make the drive. Didn't get there in time.
Girls getting set up. Kaylin hits it over.
And the Red Devils now in defense. And this young lady right here, what we get on number 7. Bailey. Bailey's coming on strong this year. They're really impressive in last game.
She was everywhere last game. Such a strong player. Lots of energy.
And this is what you call a cold start by the Lady Red Devils. This is a team that they can come out hot, but right now it seems like they're just kind of warming up, getting into this game. And Balmorhea up underneath, set that mid-court spike, long ball to the outside.
Zach, going to put Rankin up 4 on my agree.
And I believe this is going to be a look at Pepper Herman.
Morgan.
Morgan with the great serve right there. The Red Devils in defense. And they drop a little caboodle right there in the middle. We get some text messages in here.
Number 16, Balmorhea with the serve. Morgan sets up Bella.
And Joe was just telling me to give a couple cards away to some of the louder fans out here. So, Kenzie, we also want to keep an eye on who's being loud, who's kind of making the noise, bringing the thunder in here. We got 2 cards to give away. I'll write down when we're going to time out or something, and we'll give away these cards.
Sounds good. Maybe they'll be awake. We have a lot of boys that just walked in through the Columbus League.
Now, I think in the high school kids, in the middle of the season, things like this, I don't think anybody that's under 18 we can give it to, but we can say, hey, you have just won your parents this card, So Hamlin up underneath is Escalada, big shot to the back end, too strong. Too strong. It's Escalada. 6-5. And Balmorhea, a pretty decent little volleyball team over here. that's 2 basketball shots. I think you got a couple girls in it like that.
Oh, yeah. Especially with that new store opening up pretty soon.
No, have y'all seen that out in the highway? Point down the road. You can just see it for miles as you go down 191.
I haven't seen it yet.
You have not? Oh, man.
But we are excited. We love that store.
They got the paint on it on the roof. That's the first shot.
And Morgan's going to set up there.
Wow! That's what they were doing. And we're going to do this during the timeouts.
Alright, looking.
I'm trying to keep my eye on it now. Well, I can kind of shake those Miami Valley vibes out right now. They're still waking up. I wonder, well, you know what? Balmorhea, no matter where they travel a long ways.
Yes.
It's just a long ways for them. That one's going to come off the third of number 7, Bailey O'Neill. And that's time out. We're going to let them know real quick.
All right.
That'll be number 5, Bella Esca, 7-9 as a score. Look over 7, my God. Bella Escalator's been hitting the weights. There's another hole knocking the bones. Ball into the net, Balmorhea ball. I think I'm fighting off like a season or something. I don't do. Something's going on.
What's going on? I keep getting these notifications on my phone about you have the burgers and the sneezes and allergies. So I know the pollen's popping.
I know when we got to Water Valley last night, man, you know, I was getting real raspy over there. Plus, I talked so much, but we're still. We have a shot there from this young lady, number 14, and that is Chloe Johnson. Again, now we spotted it. We got it. I see the background right, a little signage out there the whole time. Somebody set up all these red double flags. We've got about 20 of these things in here. Looks good.
It looks awesome.
Caitlin Pruitt making a double effort right there at it. She was there, but it was a strong spike over the net by Balmorhea, and they did get the point. 9-11 on the board, and Balmorhea's up. That's the later. Well, she wants to rack it to the back row. I think the Taylor brothers are sitting back there. They got spooked when they hit the glass right there. 9-12 in the score. Up underneath. That's the item. Bailey O'Neill. Okay, Balmorhea's got a little bit of some difference in there. O'Neill with the save on the outside.
Back to Bella.
How about Bella making some plays in there?
Yeah.
Bella once again.
Kaylin. Oh, goodness.
The only thing that happened there, Kaylin jumped a little early. She tried to hang herself in the air to get to the ball. The ball came in a little slower than she thought. Other than that, she had the height. Big height advantage for Kaylin right there. Oh, man. Kaylin just hit a fastball into the face of Balmorhea, and that's gonna be a comeback motivational swing rate. 10-13. Here we go. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. But so that number 13 Copper Smart with petite frame, and she's gonna go up against number 7 O'Neill. She's gonna come away with that one. I wonder if O'Neill's like, all right, let's dig in, let's get serious, let's play this game. O'Neill with the spike, and that's going to go into the net. That's a hard part of the net to serve it in. I believe it's the highest point of the net.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta get some answer on that.
10-15 is the score. And Jackson trying to make a play on the ball. It's going to come off the forearms into the ground, and it would now be 10-16. Samantha Jackson, good looking return out there. And how about you right in the middle? Kaylin Pruitt says, let me send it home. And these kids doing a good job over here. I think there might be some cards given out here soon. They're not interviewed up the old volleyball game. Balmorhea bringing the ball back in 16 weeks, shot over the top. Kaylin Pruitt. Hammond.
Really?
Okay, Balmorhea gets the defense, but young girl right there is really good for Balmorhea. How about that? One shot! 6-gun shot to the back, too far by Escalada. Yeah, if I was going through Balmorhea picking your volleyball players, I probably just outside alone wouldn't pick 13. And this is the reason I played the game. She says, hey, I'm an athlete. I'm a volleyball player. I'll make it happen. Balmorhea, good looking serve. Kaylin's underneath it. Gonna need some help by the Red Devils as a team. Nobody's going to get there. And Lincoln's down 11-18. Bella's timing a little bit off right there. So the lady Red Devils kind of look like them. You know when you have those dreams where you're kind of in a daze, kind of going back and forth? This and that. Let's see here. Do we have any winners picked out? Or should we wait a little longer?
I think we should wait a little
Okay.
bit. I haven't noticed any.
No, let's stand up.
Those standouts good.
And coming off the homecoming game last night, Roundball, we got to wish them well. They have a pretty good looking little ball club out there.
They do.
Probably one of the best in the state. I think if anybody can give Gordon a push this year now, it may just be Roundball.
Yeah, like some of those seniors. They're everywhere.
Okay, I like this. We got something going here. This one started out by the kids on it.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be hard to pick in here because it's going to have to find that one leader of the group here. Let's have a look. Let's see, Grandma Kay over on the other side. She's doing a good job of serving. She's always up for a good volleyball game. Underneath, and it's Hamlin. So Hamlin didn't get the point, but what I did like is Hamlin made a first effort and a second effort on the ball. And, you're making those second efforts 50% of the time you're going to get that. And this is just the other half of that ball. This one comes out for Escobedo's right forearms and go out of bounds. Lincoln quickly found the lead, 11-21. And Balmorhea continuing to move on. Jordan into the line, trying to make something happen though. That's going to come off of, I believe it was number 25. And so that's picking D, right? 25?
Yes.
Into the net. All right, let's give this catch a break. 12-22 down by 10.
Jordan and Preserve.
What you do is you make your way around the state, following Red Devil Network, leading Red Devil Network, I should say. And somebody's going to look for Balmorhea, and that's going to be a point for the Red Devils. 13-12. Is there a venue that you travel to, you go to just for the scenery, or maybe just for the venue itself? Like, is there a spot you're like, oh, I kind of like that one?
You know, I feel like I've enjoyed, although it was a long drive, the stadium and scenery was pretty nice to look at. Of course, it's always nice when we travel for football that we have our own space and area, you know, it makes it easier on us.
Well, Clemson picked up a point there, 14-22. So Balmorhea is, I was about to say that. Balmorhea is one of those places when you travel there.
I've never been there.
No?
I've heard that there's a really nice setup there.
So what you want to do when you go to Balmorhea is you want to take a little time. You want to get there a little bit early. You want to go get a barbecue sandwich. And then you want to head over to the spring. And you just wrapping around, looking at it. You can see the fish from up above.
Oh, cool.
It's a naturally filled spring swimming pool. Balmorhea 24-14, they're down to 1 point for the first victory. And that's going to take the Red Devils getting 11, maybe 12 points to get back into the same with a 2-point win here.
Dallas going to set up Bailey.
There's 1 point. 15-24. Balmorhea's going to take the first one, 25-15. We're going to have about a 3-minute break here. No concession stand in the Pirates tonight. We do just have this one game going. And then a lap going on today.
Yeah. Football games out at the stadium. Youth football, I believe, is going on. They do have a concession stand out there.
And that's a big crowd out there. I was driving by there earlier, and I was like, wow. And every Saturday, you know, as I'm out to the golf course and doing whatnot, whatever I'm doing out here, we see a big crowd out there. We can put my head in there a couple times, and man, those little kids are having a great time out there.
They have a blast.
And they're taking it serious. Those little ones, man, out there got that Red Devil pride. About 2 minutes on the clock. So yeah, Balmorhea, one of those amazing little places. It's kind of like, wow, is this even in West Texas? Like, yeah. And then you start thinking, like, if Balmorhea has this, why can't Rankin have this? You know, I wonder what body around here on here so bad. It's just, and then Big Lake, Big Lake was like about the biggest natural lake basin, natural lake basin in the state of Texas. And the rumor was some forever, years ago, with a few sticks of dynamite ruined that for everybody.
Isn't that crazy? Could you imagine Big Lake
as a hub of a lake?
Exactly. How weird. But I mean, it used to be, I guess.
Yeah, and then the story, okay, I was a Dairy Queen in Big Lake.
Yeah, these are the pictures.
And the people, you know, they told the stories. There's a couple of times, and I couldn't tell you the names, but the story given to me was that, you know, somebody wanted to reroute the router, move the router to go to a different part of the land, give them some water, blows up the opening, and they just don't know where the natural spring-fed router formation is, anything like that. I collapsed everything. There's so much dynamite. But that could be the story also. I don't know.
I heard something about kind of like that, yeah. I like the sections.
Now, Texas from Big Lake out there, they may know the whole story. He may be out there listening in that out there. No, not even clear.
I don't know. It's fun to think about the way it's funny.
I don't know. The kids are getting into it.
It's good laugh.
This young man in the maroon and Mackinac, I think, Joseph. Yeah. So the young one listening in the middle here, I kind of feel like those are the front runners right now.
I know what they're working on. They're brothers. They're in that roadhouse.
What's the one in the maroon club's name right there? Zach. Zach? Yeah. I'm going to say what it is.
I can see it.
And then on the adult side, Grandma K's looking pretty strong over there. Of course, Mrs. Now, if that was true, Kayleen's mom, or Brittany, yes, Brittany, right. she could be making a push for a car. We might have to give away our Ford in there and just get them going.
Yeah. It's the second set on the way. It looks like Bella is coming there fast.
Miles an hour. 16. Here comes Jordan Wood. Jordan Wood letting it out. Gets her shot. Woodburn was open up 1-0. So that was step back. Oh, missed it. Look, took the sweater off. And she's our business now. She's like, all right, let's get into this game. Isabella Escobedo, second serve, back goes into the net. 1-1. And Balmorhea running the, what's called the triple diamond defense right now. I have no idea. O'Neal makes a mid-court back, and that's more of the O'Neal we're used to seeing right there.
They're still waking up a little bit.
Dean coming onto the court, makes it over to the right side. Rankin on the triple diamond. Down in the hill, down the right. Quick bump over the top. Caitlin Pruitt sends it back over. Mid-court's back. O'Neal's underneath. Balmorhea making quick break. Logan's back over the top. Into the net.
Okay, so I'm still learning all the rules. Is it supposed to go touch to the net? Is that what I'm
Yes, Balmorhea, as her arm came down, she grazed that right part of the net there. And it's a bone morale out there. Over the shot, Caitlin Pruitt smiths it right back at her. 4-1. I think it's going to be the kids out here doing a good job.
They are.
Ball over the top. Oh, it's Balmorhea Pruitt. Right around it, we might have got that.
I mean, it was pretty close.
42. Balmorhea trying to make a little comeback. Jordan Roy doing a defensive thing in the middle. Spike over the top by Brayton Dean. Dean in the net, but Samantha Jackson was right there waiting. Good looking jump out there by Samantha.
Yeah.
And it's 5-2. You know, we talk about the courage of football quite a bit. What about the courage of going out there in a t-shirt and shorts and just jumping up at a ball coming at you 60 miles an hour and then onto the hardwood floor and nothing but knee pads?
These girls are fearless. Because those are some hard fouls they take. And they would be scared those knee pads. They don't get much protection.
Balmorhea out to the backside. Okay, Kenzie, we're going to have to get one away.
Okay.
So, do we go with the adults or do we go with the kids on this one?
I feel like the kids have definitely been making a little bit more noise. I kind of am the adults out there.
Balmorhea with the ball over the top. Point. And that's going to come off of Caitlin's arm right there. 6'4". Balmorhea making a push down by 2 right now. So there's going to be a timeout really quick. So we're going to attack this one over. What are you feeling? I'm going to go with your Riles Eye on this one.
I mean,
we got 4 to get away, so
I think these kids, I mean,
you can't go the whole group. It's got to be.
it's going to have to be working.
Right over the top. Good looking save there by O'Neal. And Jordan Wood, defensive save. Slam dunk by number 13. I kind of feel like we thought she was in the net there. And she was. 13 in the net. 7-4. Number 1, Hamlin coming on.
Alright, I'm feeling it. Here's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling it's either going to have to be Ghost the first half. I think they have been kind of the leaders over there.
Alright, so we're going to go with exactly the game.
Yeah.
Alright, 7-5. And I feel like one of these coaches is going to take a timeout pretty soon.
Yeah. I don't think so. Yeah, it's about wrong.
Oh, it's Kevin pulling up underneath. Let's go Halo with the long save. Oh no, bumps it up over the top. Balmorhea with the ball. Big spot. Kevin underneath. Let's go Halo. Let's go Halo. Balls up boom time. Balmorhea somehow able to get that back into play.
Brandon's going to set up Bailey. Oh.
And it's Rankin this time in the net. 7-6, 1 point differential. Excuse me, and this was not the Balmorhea team I thought was coming into today's game. Into the net, 8-6. Okay, what about this? Well, I was going to say, what if we went to Grandma and Carrie and then just told these guys that we're really close, which are just not really. Let's go ahead. Okay, they did bring it. Let's go ahead with a shot. 9-6. Well, I guess we're back to exactly.
Well, okay. I'm the adults again. This seems, but no, I think Grandma K is definitely a front runner over there.
Nice shot there to the back end. Good serve by Caleb. Balmorhea gets it back over. Jordan Ward.
Jordan's going to set up Bailey.
Balmorhea hit a little turn through out there, but Rankin was able to get underneath that, but the ball does go out of bounds. So the referee's taking a little time to talk. He might be checking the order of the. So there's an order to things out there. As you come on, you must go back on. And you can't get out of order. If you go out of order, you give up a point. So sometimes the coach can say, hey, check your order. You know, check, kind of like sketching. Sketching is very important. Ball in the air. O'Neill was in a battle there, number 2, and number 2 is going to win that one. 9-8 is the score. Back in, Hamlin over the top. Back in, Kevin Pruitt with a save off the rafters. There's Hamlin, what a save by Hamlin over the top, Escalada. Well, that'll get you fired up right there. Kelly Johnson makes a save. Kelly Johnson, gets a hand on it, and that's going to go into the raft, into the paperwork in the back there. But I'm confirmed slipper over too. Up underneath, 13 has the ball. And there's
Kaylin, Morgan's going to set up Bailey.
oh, just not on.
Get away from that.
Hey, our new coach we were talking to this morning, Miss Lucky, and we found out they'll have something in Colonel. Maybe we should say that for a trivia question.
That would be a good trivia question.
Here's a trivia question if you want to win a card out there. If anybody's listening, this podcast may be for listening later for the girls to go back and listen to, but if you're tuned in, let me get back on real quick.
Alright, so we're going to take a quick time out. We're just going to confirm our winners. We'll be right back.
on the first winner. Balmorhea takes another shot. 9-12. 13. And all the good over there for Balmorhea. Jordan Wood, that's a heads up call right there. That's why she gets paid to do what she does. Out there in the ball position. She lets that slide by. Ranking 9, Balmorhea 13. I didn't realize Balmorhea taking such a lead on us right here.
They did. They came up and ran back with us a little bit.
And this one, Jordan, I think if Jordan had let that one go, I think Isabella's kind of telling me right now. She's saying, hey, Jordan, let that slide by. Funny thing about Jordan is she's going to be 6'7". So all those intros were written by the girls about themselves for the crowd out there. It's kind of cool. So here's the upper play by Kaylin and Chloe. They were both telling her off. Hey, we saw a touch. And they got the car up 10-14. Oh, O'Neill with the dynamite. In the business, they called out a knuckleball, 11-14, and she dropped it in there. The coach from Balmorhea kind of talked to Kaylin, and I said, hey, what's coming in short? She changes position. Oh. So she went from the left end to the right end, and that one's actually going to go under the net, 11-15. So we're going to have to watch that parent section over here this time and kind of see where that goes.
Yeah. Allison's a back. Kaylin.
That was just a strong arm of Balmorhea right there. That's Kahina and Chloe doing what they could right there. What's that? Up under it. All over. Oh, Balmorhea makes a smart call. That time was a smart decision by number 16.
Yeah.
Very close to making that call. Let's take a look here. The parents got kind of behind. The kids are laughing. Okay, so if you're listening out there, guys, my number is 432-301-0864. 432-301-0864.
Kaylin, who sends it back over. Bailey to Morgan
Well, I'll tell you what the outcome of that is. Point Balmorhea 11-19. Now, Kendra, this is going to get serious here. If Aiken drops this game, this thing's over. And that's where we're at. We're at that point right now. Aiken's going to pick this thing up. Or is it 3? They would have been 3 here. No, it's 2.
3 or 5, right?
3 or 5? Okay. But Aiken kind of falling behind right now. And here's the other thing. If Balmorhea picks up this game, then we're to win 3 straight.
That's going to be tough.
Well, we'll be here until like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
But the girls do definitely make it interesting. That's kind of a bullshit right here. It's kind of leaning right here.
Yeah.
We got young Rody on the other end over there. She's kind of making a push with the long back here.
Uh-huh.
One more thing, still clapping. You'll think, if you're in your 70s and you're out here still clapping, like that's probably bringing more energy than the rest of the people out here. Right back outside.
Well, too far.
Barely O'Neill makes a heads-up play right there. I like those heads-up plays. 12-19 is scored. Here comes Bella Escalada, and the Red Devils look recharged, ready for action. going into the triple stack.
Good serve, Balmorhea.
How about Caitlin Clark?
Got some hands on that one.
O'Neal to the edge. Big shot. That's big time volleyball. Over the top. 13 makes the play. Balmorhea ball over in. To the corner. Chloe Johnson's there. Jordan gets it set up.
Caitlin sends it back over.
Balmorhea, corner spike. Back at him.
Up there.
Samantha Jackson and Caitlin are right there. Let's go Ada with the serve. Down over the top once again. Run down in the back. O'Neal. Let's go Ada.
It's a Chloe.
Boom time. Balmorhea does get it back up. Good deal by Balmorhea.
Good try. That was a lot of back and forth.
The very name of the game. Volley, but that was a volley back and forth that was working, and Balmorhea went at it. Balmorhea underneath. Balmorhea really good at digging. O'Neal back there. Good defense. O'Neal comes up. Nick puts it. It's in there. 15, 19. Lady Red Devils out of room. And this is what he said. Here come you, Lady Red Devils.
Serve, Balmorhea.
Our sponsor, if everybody is giving these away because we don't have any listeners right now. This is more for the replay later.
Yeah.
For the thousands of replays that will be gotten later.
Well, you know, just in case those little cameras go down, your team likes to go back. Watch what's going on.
Nothing wrong. This record. Kids right here, younger classmen, tearing it up.
And these are pretty much
Sophomores.
sophomores, few freshmen, few eighth graders. Now it's going to set up. Ooh, Balmorhea was going to send it back toward us. Balmorhea 21, Rankin Lady Devils 16.
So Balmorhea taking another lead there.
Devils sets up Caitlin.
Oh! Caitlin with the big hand. Oh, that's an all-state shot putter right there. Like,
She is.
you know, the thing I like about her is she was quietly just working, doing her thing, and then before you knew it, they were like, Caitlin's going to stick the shot put. Well, whoa.
Get work done for sure.
And Balmorhea picks up a point. $17-22. Lincoln on the struggle right now. Oh, that comes off Samantha Jackson's paw. 17-23. Amanda's looking pretty strong right there in the middle, too.
She has. I've noticed Amanda and Courtney Hughes. I've noticed them.
Courtney, where's that?
And the row behind Tam in the ministry.
Oh, we got someone saying a big shout out to Caitlin. Welcome, listen, as Lincoln picks up a point. So, hey, as you gave your shout out to Caitlin and brought some Red Devil energy back, this one's not over. 18-23.
Definitely not.
Lincoln could make this push right here. They're going to give the card to Harmon. Harmon, one of the younger players, gets a good serve in over the top. And it's a point. Oh, we're still rats in this crowd right here. Oh, she tried to some trickery in there. Hammond wasn't fooled. Balmorhea gets it back over the top. Jordan Wood with the big save. Hammond, off the pass.
So close.
24-19. And this is where it's really dangerous. We've got to get 5 points just to get to 24.
And then, if we close that gap,
We've got to win that
lead by 2.
Yes. Ball over the top. There we go. Kalen. Hammond. That's the play.
All right.
That's the thing. That was a double group right there. And it's Virgil. Virgil's saying, hey, how you doing, Virgil? I bet you Virgil's working today.
Yeah, on a Saturday. But
Well, I don't know if it
doesn't sleep.
Bam! Big set! How about you?
All right. We are closing that gap.
He's got to be more proud of that one right there. Kalen with the serve. 21-24. It's Jordan Wood that was on the serve there. I guess Jordan was hiding behind Kalen.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see her there.
Huge serve by Jordan.
Balmorhea over the top. Jordan up underneath. Hammond with the set.
Tabera. Oh.
Good serve by Balmorhea. Bam by Kalen. Saved by Hammond. No, don't do it. Slap shot to the back, and that's game. Oh, man. Okay, we're going to go get away a card here. You know, you just can't thank Joe enough, man. Joe Ramirez, he comes out every weekend doing football, doing volleyball, doing basketball. I run into him, and he just reaches in his pocket, and I got these cards.
So awesome.
And here's the thing, he doesn't just do that for Rankin. Howard M is receiving gift cards from him on every weekend. McCammy's receiving gift cards. And these are just the ones we know about. I mean, I'm working with some other schools over there.
He is such a good supporter of everything, and there's so thankful for all that he does, and we have so many other supporters, too, that are also things. And Lori at the drive-in, the hospital, all kinds of people.
Yeah, and you know, Brian with the bank, they were actually the first ones that came in and said, hey, how about we give a prize away every time we kick a field goal? And that started in
awesome.
18 or 19, I believe that started in. Pete turned that into the cash money field goal prize. I mean, it was really funny when Dash Davis was a field goal kicker because he had cash dash. Dash dash. And Dash didn't miss maybe 1 or 2 field goals the whole year.
Pretty accurate.
I think that's why he's in college doing this thing right now.
I think he might be. I heard that he was on the way to do that.
I saw some photos too of Blake Bunger. And I tell you what, I don't know what went on, but Blake looks like he got taller.
Really?
Since he's
I have to check those out.
or maybe the cleats or maybe something. Stuff maybe getting a little older or shrinking. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But David was always a big kid.
Yeah.
And Blake just so much bigger than him in those photos that they posted on Facebook. But, Jeff Rebecca, got to be real proud of those boys. And everything they do, but Blake, man, playing D2 college football is no small matter.
No. Definitely something to be proud of.
Now 37, as the clock ticks. After hands of Kalen, that's going to go out of bounds. Balmorhea opens up with a quick point, 0-1. But, I didn't know Balmorhea was going to come in this strong. This is a really good team from that Roscoe team.
There's very bright this year.
It's Kalen Roscoe over to Johnson. Balmorhea with a shot, Roscoe on the move.
Samantha's going to set it down.
So we got a big valley going here. This is a $10 point on the field right now. O'Neal comes in. She went on the bracket, but she gave a little bump over the top.
Bella's going to set up Kaylin.
Kaylin has some great defense and offense at the same time right there. Just over the top. Jordan Ward and O'Neal make the dive. They collide. But it is Balmorhea's point. Okay, I think we're going to have to go back to this side. Who's looking good over here? Emma Grusso?
Yeah. I think it's going to have to.
This one right here, he goes around the right.
Yeah.
Hitting him.
He can tell that's a band kiddo.
Oh, down over the top. Point Lincoln. Good save there by O'Neal. By Chloe Johnson. 2-2. Balmorhea to the back. That's up high in the rafters. Now that's over. O'Neal in the middle. Bumps it to the back. Then the barrel picks it up. Stop by Balmorhea in the middle.
What was that?
Vicious.
Hurts back.
I think they call me Sid Vicious like that. 3-2, Balmorhea leading. Early in this game. Jordan Ward's underneath. That's going to hit him. Kaylin Pruitt. Oh, she just didn't get a hold of that one. Long ball to the back. 3-3. We've seen Kaylin come in with some real power in there.
He is so powerful.
Over the top. Underneath. Good save there by O'Neal. Back to Kaylin.
Bella set up Kaylin.
Balmorhea 100 top shot. Kaylin in the middle. Kaylin strong. Great shot right there. Kaylin put everything into that. 3-4. And Kaylin coming up to serve. Good serve. Libero picks that up. And O'Neal! With the interception there. O'Neal again!
Yeah, there we go. Kaylin is just...
Sensational sophomore. She's a sophomore, huh?
She's a sophomore.
4-4. Kaylin Pruitt testing the Libero on the back line. Top shot. Let's go hold on the rafters. Oh! So Jordan was getting ready to make a move on that. It hit smooth on the bottom of the rafter and just came down too quick.
Way too quick.
4-5. Balmorhea jump serve. Samantha Jackson did a good job right there. How about that? Peyton Dean making the play. Now, Peyton Dean, one of these kids, she was just calm and along. You see good things out of her all the time. Always making awesome plays out there.
Yeah, she does. She's done an awesome job.
Samantha Jackson, I'm pretty proud of her. She is coming out strong, doing some good things also. Kaylin Pruitt, well, that's Dean with a shot to the backside. That's going to go around over there. And here comes a crowd favorite, young lady always smiling. Stokes making her way out onto the court. Just a freshman and trying to make an impact out there on this team. Excuse me. But we've seen freshmen come out on this Raven team and be successful in the past. That's Kahana and Ward did that last year.
We've got two freshmen. Samantha's a freshman and
Oh.
Preston. So we've got two pretty good parts of the team.
That's got a bright future right there.
Yes, it is.
O'Neal makes a spike. Balmorhea's able to dig that out. Jordan and Caleb with the dive. That was a big hustle play there by Caitlin, and she got it up. That's exactly what she needed to do. But the Lady Red Devils, at that point, they're going to get up underneath that and give that thing a chance. 5-7 is the score. Into the net. As you see Escalada, she's waiting at the net, ready to intercept that thing. She's like a pretty man is ready to just pounce on that.
Jordan's going to serve. Hers are early so powerful.
Put a little English on it, a little touch speed. Balmorhea chopping it over the top. Stokes makes the dive. Gonna come off your left hand. 6-8 is the score, Balmorhea. Coach Stokes making some adjustments out there. Jordan Ward underneath. Escalada. Everybody at Balmorhea is looking over here to this end of the court, and she telegraphed it that way, and it goes behind her, and it was Boomtown. 7-8. Rankin said, no, we're not done yet. And coming to the left side of the court is going to be Bailey O'Neal. Oh, tap shot into the net, and you know she wants that one back. 7-9 now. So we go kid side or we go both side on this next one? Jordan, that's good leading. Caitlin tests him on the back line. Caitlin, good defense right there. Just surrendering herself to the ground as she falls in, making a great play. Jordan in the dive. That's good. Caitlin! Oh, too many touches. So what Caitlin's doing, she saw a spot out there, nobody was in. Tried to give it a little touch over to the right, and it just fell short of the net.
Good effort.
And to the net from the libero, Balmorhea, Rankin gets it back. 18.
It may have to be to inside this time.
Escalada gets a hand. Oh! And she said before she's going to try to make it to the game without hitting the ground, and she hits the ground right there, so she didn't make it through this one either. She's taller than you at this point, right? Like, I mean,
oh,
yeah, she's about, what do you say, about 5'9"?
Oh, yeah, probably, I would think.
Excuse me, her brother's pretty tall. You know, both the twins are pretty tall. She's got a taller older sister.
Yeah.
So there's some height genes in that family. 8-11, Balmorhea leading. Jordan Wood underneath, Escalada to Caitlin. Caitlin gives it a shot. Balmorhea able to get that back over. There's Escalada. O'Neal. Boy, O'Neal's a strong hitter.
She is, yeah.
Escalada makes a save. Oh, it's going to be out of bounds.
Good effort, Balmorhea.
8-12. So right here is kind of a Balmorhea. They'll pull away. Rankin's got to just get back into this thing. Get that ball back. That's wrong. Oh, 7 O'Neal makes the touch at the last second. And it could have been in. It was going to be close. 8-13. Time out. All right, let's give away a card. What are we thinking? What's his name?
So Google's going to give away our gift card for 4 years. This one's going to go to Gavin Scott. serve. Set over by 14 for Balmorhea. Bella's going to set up. Caitlin, still not quite far enough. They could effort.
I'll tell you, this is the fun going these cards. We're going to have to go back to the adult side
I
of
think
this.
so too. And I've seen a few that I think have been kind of standouts over there too. That kind of come alive.
So what are you thinking? What are you thinking? What's going on up there?
Yeah, I've got 2 or 3 on Robson that are kind of neck and neck.
10-14. Caitlin, great serve to the back line. That's about as good as you can hit that. Underneath Escalada.
Samantha's going to set up Bailey.
Ooh! Bailey had all the right trajectory, everything on that, man. It just went too long with the backside. So Balmorhea, obviously, one of those kind of bats going on. One of those kind of teams you'd see in the playoffs, I guess. I just pretty good bat throw. Samantha Jackson. I'm not sure how see Samantha and her brother Samuel.
Yeah.
Samuel. Outside! Well done, her brother.
All right. Let's pull this. 12-15. Samantha's going to serve again.
Oh,
All right.
Bailey and Neil playing offense and defense. Goes up in the air, Escalada makes a save, but they're going to call number
Okay.
4 touch.
4 touch, yeah.
12-16. First look we get, oh no, I believe she's been out there before. Number 16 for Balmorhea coming on the field. Samantha Jackson coming off the court. And on court, the other freshman is going to be Stokes Bristol. Jordan.
Bella sets up Bailey.
Once again, Jordan underneath. There's Escalada. There's the Dean. Dean makes a play, but in the middle. Let's talk about the rare height O'Neal got there. I don't even know if O'Neal understands how high she got to get to that ball. If somebody caught that in a still photo, it would be an amazing shot. She's Michael Jordan style, slamming that thing. There's a code up moment. Escalada! Shutting them down in the middle. 14-16. Jordan Howard with the serve. All right, Kendrick, we're going to have to come up with a plan.
Okay.
Oh, it's going to be Caitlin with a shot into the net. So the old booster, he does volunteer work on the weekends with the animal shelter in Wisconsin. And when we win this game, this one right here, we're going to go long.
Yes.
And the booster is going to have to take off and get to Odessa. So we're going to keep running into this, or do we go call Tim down here and get him in here and get him going?
Or my suggestion would be we either bring Tim or we recruit out from this little group right here.
I got to sit with Tim in that broadcast booth. He's going to be looking at me funny. If he doesn't get his opportunity over here, we're going to have to. I think we're going to have to bring him in.
I think so.
So one ranking wins. That's how we're going to go with that. We're going to put Bailey in those.
Speaking fourth, yeah. We'll bring it to the six.
So you know who's famous for that, right? Coach Jimmy Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a little history lesson for everybody out there. For thousands of listeners. There was a Greek sculptor, his name was Pygmalion. And he wanted to sculpt the beauty of a woman. And as he sculpted and sculpted, and it's going to be O'Neal coming up for the serve, he begins to fall in love with his creation. And he sculpts and sculpts and sculpts. Continually, we're going to talk about the story. Continues to sculpt. As he sculpts over time, and in those days, as they were working on marble, this took a long time. It was not an easy process. As this time around, he fell in love with her, and the legend of the score is that Pygmalion looks at her, and she's alive. She's off the pedestal, and he falls in love with her, and his love brought her to life. So they were saying that by putting into that, by pouring into that, by believing in something so much, you can manifest that into creation and happening. So Jimmy Johnson, whenever in the 90s, he studied this book, and it's called Pygmalionism. And so if he was talking to a player, he'd say, hey, when you become an elite player this year, when you become an all-star player this year, on your career, as you become a Hall of Famer over the years, when he was talking to Emmitt Smith, he never said things like, don't drop the ball, because that puts a negative in there. He says, when you're running with that ball, continue holding it tight, even when you make the touchdown. Yeah. Continue holding, grasping and catching that ball as you're running to the sideline. And when we get this first down, this is what we're going to do. When we get this touchdown, this is what we're going to do. And he built an entire coaching career in Miami and in Dallas based upon that method. Wow. And it's a pretty cool thing to do and to get into.
When you think about that, that's a good method to look at.
There's a really good book. It's called Swagger by Jimmy Johnson, man. I suggest any sports fan out there that want to get into the mind of the game, take a look, read that book. It's pretty good. And you can buy it on my Amazon. It's making a commercial. Balmorhea, Red Devils in the middle of the valley. Escalator's got the ball.
To Caitlin.
It's Caitlin Cole. And Lincoln's getting back in this thing. They're clawing away, chipping at that line. They're manifesting something here. 17-18. Down in the corner. Balmorhea with a shot. Red Devil ladies out in front. Escalator. So, that one was set. It was set a little low. Caitlin, when those players comes in, needs to go a little higher there. Couple things could have went better there, but the outcome right now is 17-19. Balmorhea with the point. On the point out, number 14, number 35, Bristol back out on the point. Oh! That ball hung up there just a little bit longer, and O'Neill's going to get to that one a little late. And so right now, timing with the Red Devils is just a little off.
Was there.
Over the top, there it is. Some of these young ladies remind me of that old tree. I'm feeling philosophical right now. There's that old tree narrative that they talk about in sports. And there's always me people. Me, right?
Yeah.
But the thing about it is you've never heard a tree grow. A tree never says, I'm growing. All of a sudden, you water it, you look out there one day, and the tree is just huge. And that's what's happening with these young ladies out here. As they grow, they just, boom, one day they're just these great players. A good example of that is that Caitlin Cole right there in the middle.
She has done so well. I mean, everything, basketball, volleyball, track.
And they take another timeout right here. So, what do we do? Do we wait or do we go?
I think we wait.
We wait a little bit?
Because they're looking at it. They know we're looking.
Okay, so we're going to wait for another timeout maybe? Or?
Maybe either that or...
We're down 35 seconds. We're going to wait. We're waiting. We're going to calm down. 18-21. Red Devils kind of trailing, but kind of getting back into this game. They're just a point or two away from making something happen, and if they can just make that switch and get over the top, they can get through this. And then it's another game, and then I got to win the buzzer. I'll tell you what, I don't know. I might be winning the buzzer with a $25 gift card from Texas.
I got here. I've got it.
You got it?
I've got it.
All right, we'll wait on that call in just a few.
We don't get any Mexican house today.
Let's back to the action. I got a thing, Texas Roadhouse. We did a commercial with a little pit bull dog that had been in the kennel for 10 years. And in 72 hours, that dog got adopted. You're talking about tears of joy. Everybody at that shelter is extremely happy. 1921, Chloe Johnson. Nice serve to the middle. And it's O'Neill in the middle. Let's go, Halo. Oh, no. Okay, is clouding. One of their feet may go across the line on the bottom there. 19-22. You hate to see that little such a hustle play by Rankin. Jordan underneath. Escalada. Dayton B made a great play on the ball there, and because of her effort, we get the point. 20-22. All right, this is what I like. We got Kevin Pruitt coming up. High fives by Escalada and Ward. Kevin testing at the back line. Oh, it goes long. 23-20. We're in the heat of it.
Bella's going to set up Bailey.
And great shot there. Was that O'Neal?
It was Bailey.
21-23. The freshman, as you were pointing that out to me, Samantha Jackson with the save! Jackson is save! That's a 14-year-old out there making big hits. 22-23. Here we go. Lefty with the serve. Let it play for the freshman.
Samantha.
Place at the table. Samantha Jackson came to eat 23-23. Here we go. All eyes on her. Ball in the air. Balmorhea with a shot. Jordan Wood makes the save. There's it. Wood Davis still in this thing. Big efforts. There's Caitlin.
Samantha sets up Bailey.
Oh, that was 5 inches. 5 inches and this place would have erupted.
Yeah.
24-23.
But every one of those girls just put forth. Oh my God.
Wow. If that slots in, this place would have been a keg of dynamite. Oh, man. Samantha Jackson coming off. Bristol Stokes coming on. Red Devils in the 3-3 concrete. Everybody knows what's on the line. Game point. Let's go ahead underneath.
To Bailey.
Bailey makes the shot. Yes, yes, yes.
Great job by the Lady Devils.
24-24. Perfect play. Okay, this gives Lincoln the advantage. Going to bring in the sure hands of Jordan Ward. Coming back onto the court, but bringing in Toby Johnson in the place of Dean.
Okay, big save by Jordan.
Jordan goes high to the left side. Oh, in the middle of the court. And you got to give it to Johnson. Johnson makes about a 6-foot dive right there. Tries to get to it. 25-24. Game point once again for Balmorhea. You got to win by 2. Ball up. Jordan underneath. Let's go ahead. And that, unfortunately, will be the ball game. Lincoln drops a close one here in the third game, 26-24. Great valiant effort, I guess you could call that.
Great hustle. They did a great job.
And get out to cover me surprise today. Balmorhea came in, played a really good game. Lady Red Devils seemed like they got warmed up right there in the third one. If we went on to continue this thing, I've got to think that Rankin would have taken this one.
So, yeah.
All right, guys, this is Boomer and Kendra out here bringing you the verbal action, guys. We're going to close this one out for today. Till next time, we love you. Good night.